Gregory, the co-founder of Marvel Executive Cars, and I am the entrepreneur.
Whether it's speed, luxury, size, style, or color, there's a car that always blows you away. The most luxurious and posh cars in Kenya need you to cough between 10 million Kenya shillings to 20 million Kenya shillings. For the car enthusiasts, cars are a lifestyle. And with the cash in hand nowadays, one can rent a car of their class for as long as they want.
This is Greg, co-founder of Marvel Executive, and Marvel Executive is about executive cars. I started this business with my brother, and it's been good so far. So what we do is we provide executive car hire services to our clients, and they love our service so far, I can say. And Marvel is about providing that executive service and giving our clients unparalleled experience when it comes to executive car hire services.
This has made the car rental business a profitable venture, and one can fetch between 35,000 Kenya shillings to 100,000 Kenya shillings of profit every month.
So we started this business about 4 years ago with a small sedan. And we kind of bumped into this business idea because when we bought our first car, we had friends calling to borrow the car to go to weddings over the weekends for excursions, and we thought maybe this is something that we could, do as a business. So it grew from there. We acquired more cars, and we wanted to create a niche where we provide executive, service, where we have very unique cars, very high-end cars that provide that feel that you never get with the regular car hire services. Once you get into that car and you get that feel, you really don't want to let go. And people kept borrowing, and we thought maybe what if we put up a post maybe on Facebook and Instagram and take a few pictures and tell people this is for hire, you can come and take it. Maybe it could work. And we did get clients. And those first clients liked the service. And from them, we were able to continually restructure both the payment, the costs of hiring, and also the payment schedules as well. And also just continuing to learn, what do we need to do before we hire out a car? What do we need to do when it's out there? What do we need to do when it comes back? And just that whole spectrum. So once we got that rolling, we could hardly have it for ourselves. It was now fully for the business. There are times that we, as the owners of the business, want to use it for our personal uses, but it's not even available. You can't find it, and that really drove us to increase the numbers and have more of them out there, because it would be very sad when a client calls and then they want the Jeep and it's not there. So we are continuing to strive even to add more cars into the hub. So we grew from one car to now several cars, and our clients, like I said, love our service.
But with the need of a huge startup capital for this business of at least 6 to 10 million Kenyan shillings for the first high-class car, one can decide to either buy or subcontract the cars.
My family has always been very supportive of the business, and they came in when we were acquiring our first business car, the Jeep Rubicon. Of course, they don't come cheap. You have to really pull your resources together to get that first car. And of course, the first one is always the hardest to get. I remember one of the family members really critically asked us some of these questions. Do we really need to do this? What are some of the protection systems that we put in place? what are some of the safety measures that we put in place, because not every client has the goodwill to there are people who can be canny sometimes. So we really thought through, and they supported us to come up with maybe documents and ways to ensure that the cars are, they can be tracked, we can know what's going on with them. We also helped us source a good mechanic in case we needed servicing for them. And they have been very, very supportive. So doing business with family, if you put the right focus, of course, if you really become very, very strict, it can be very successful. And I'm doing this with my brother. We are running this together, and things are running very, very, very smoothly. I have a family. I have two handsome sons, still very young. And I would love them to grow up to understand business, not just to go to school and learn about business, but to understand business. And I think we can have a head start since they're still very young, and that's okay. And it's also good because they don't feel entitled at the moment, because sometimes, like I said, we would want to have cars for personal use, but they've all gone out for business. So they haven't gotten to a point where they feel entitled and start asking questions like, why are we using a mat and yet we have cars? Why are we using Uber and yet we have our own cars? And it's also good to, they grow up knowing the difference between business and pleasure, and just drawing that line when one has to deal with family and when one has to deal with business. We have Mercedes-Benz S-Classes, the S550s and the S350s. We also have Jeep Rubicons, and in different colors. They come in different colors. Our clients, we have several kinds of clients. We have VIP clients. We have social or cultural event clients that go for weddings and occasions and things like that. And we have outgoing clients who want that excursion, the jungle feel, the off-road or the road trip kind of thing. So every client that we serve has a different need, and we have positioned ourselves in a way that we meet those needs as they request us to do.